equity in that deal. So whenever that property sells, you will get that original investment back.
Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? Welcome to Millionaire Mafia. Today, I'm gonna go blow some stuff up. I'm gonna go to the local range here in Santa Rosa with a couple buddies of mine, and we're gonna go work on maintaining our proficiency in firearms. So we're gonna do a little pistol, a little rifle. I got my M1 carbine. Absolutely love that thing. You know, not really great out to long ranges or whatever, but inside of 200-300 yards, that thing's pretty awesome. So, and it's super light, no recoil, shoots 30 caliber. We got a couple other ARs and stuff like that we're gonna go fire. So we're gonna burn some ammo today. Really good to work on your proficiency and to keep up on being consistent with your skill set. Now, I was never an expert marksman in the Marine Corps. I got progressively better over the years that I was in. Unfortunately though, on the aviation side, we're not really afforded a whole lot of opportunities to actually train and maintain and develop our proficiency, just due to the nature of what we do, being flying a lot, building our next quals, and just range availability. A lot of the the line squadrons, the grunts, and the special forces guys, and all those other guys that need to get their training a little bit more often, and it's a little bit more important in their line of work. Not that it's not important to us. I mean, if we get shot down, it'd be really nice to know how to shoot a firearm, right? A rifle. But that's just kind of the nature of budget, so we don't get a whole lot of proficiency. But I definitely went and shot whenever I could with buddies in the Marine Corps, and now since I've exited the Marine Corps with other buddies. The reason I'm talking about this is because it doesn't just apply to firearms. We need to work and practice and become more proficient on every skill set that we use in our life. Whether it's picking up professional education books to be a better business owner, a leader, an entrepreneur, whether it's going to events to be with other aspiring or successful entrepreneurs and leaders. Now I'm talking straight business here, but it could relate to real estate, whether it's real estate events or books or articles or YouTube videos or vlogs, whatever it is. It could be if you're a baseball player, right? No different than any athlete. The Major League Baseball players, they don't just make it and then stop working on their craft. No, they continue to get better and better and be more proficient, be stronger, faster, more accurate, or whatever sport it is or whatever position they play. It applies to your life, your family. Like you get married, you don't just say, okay, yep, I'm married, good, and let it go. No, you work on it. I'm not saying you have to go to get counseling or anything like that, or go to these couples retreats. I don't think they're bad things, but it means you need to work on it. You need to continue to show your spouse that you love them, you appreciate them, and you care for them, and they're very special to you, and all that stuff. Same thing applies to your kids. You don't just go have a kid, go cut the cord, and say, okay, here you go, congratulations, you're born, good luck. No, it's 18 years just while they're living with you of developing them, training them, imbuing your morals into them, and what's right and what's wrong, and what they should do and what they shouldn't do, and the way they should act and the way they shouldn't act, and learning from your mistakes a lot of times is the best way to teach them and make sure that they're ready and become better than you when they go off on their own. And then obviously it's not just like it stops at 18 years, it goes on for the rest of your life or their life. It's a little bit different relationship, and you got to kind of ease back, right? But you're always there for them as a mentor and advisor and as a confidant. So that's very important. And then obviously you get the joy and the privilege of being a grandpa or grandma or whatever down the road, if and when your kids have their kids, which is pretty awesome. That's all I'm really talking about today. I'm not getting super theoretical or anything like that. I just want to discuss the importance of continuing to grow and hone your skill or your attributes or whatever they are, whether it's an actual business, whether it's improving yourself or whether it's improving others. Always be learning, always be educating. It never stops. I don't, when you get out of college or whenever you stop, whatever level of school you go to of formal education, that's just formal education. You're learning, or you should be learning, your entire life. And if you're not, get on it and start picking up things. If you don't know how to do something, like me, I'm a pilot, but I don't know how to fix stuff. I don't know how to fix a broken prop or an engine or something like that. So at some point in my career, I'm not quite there yet where I have the time, but when I have time, it's not that I can't afford paying somebody else, a mechanic, to go ahead and work on my equipment, but who has the best interest in my aircraft and the safety of me and the crew that I'm taking than me, right? So I should know that aircraft in and out, not just how it operates as a pilot, to go through systems and emergencies and characteristics and know my limitations, but also to know that those components that make up my aircraft are good. So one of the things that I want to do is eventually become an AMP, which is essentially an aircraft mechanic. It's a big thing to have. I mean, you pay $100+ an hour for an AMP to come in and work on your aircraft just for labor, not to mention all the parts. So it's not just a cost savings. That'd be nice. It's a convenience. I don't have to wait. I mean, nowadays it's harder than anybody to find. So you're waiting weeks, months just to get your aircraft into the shop. So why wouldn't I go and save not only money, but time, and then also just have that skill set so that I know that, hey, this component is good, or this component's not good. So if I see it, I can, decide not to go flying that day and get it fixed so that I don't put myself or my crew, which is probably going to be my family and friends, at risk. So that's very important. I don't know what kind of continuing education you guys have found helpful. If you got anything that you thought was really beneficial, again, whether it was in a real estate, whether it was in business, whether it was if you're an athlete, I'd love to know about it. Go ahead and comment below and tell me what kind of stuff you're studying, what kind of things you're doing to improve yourself, whether it's educating, whether it's an actual physical activity or whatever. I'd love to know. All right, guys, I'm almost to the range. I'm gonna go grab my stuff and go blow some stuff up. Until next time, here's to your wealth.